You're watching the Sports Political channel of LB. I'm its contributor. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. So let's talk about what happened last night in Game 7 between the Dallas Mavericks and the Phoenix Suns. Now, nobody anticipated the Dallas Mavericks going into Phoenix and beating the brakes off the Phoenix Suns. Now, there are a few people out there that were anticipating the Dallas Mavericks winning. Most people had the Phoenix Suns winning. Nobody expected the Phoenix Suns to be a complete no-show. No one expected the Phoenix Suns to have an overcast hanging over the stadium. TJ, what's up, my brother? Salute to you, man. Hey, TJ, I'll be down in South Cat a couple weeks, bro. So I'm gonna hit you up behind the scenes. Anywho, Dallas went in there and completely destroyed the Phoenix Suns. Now, I was able to catch a replay of the game. What's up, Ted Cox? And the Dallas Mavericks defensive scheme was pretty masterful. I got to give them that. The one thing they did, and you got to give kudos to Jason Kidd, they stayed home on the shooters. They stayed home on the shooters. No one got clean looks. Uh, they were getting frustrated by the defensive scheme. Dorian Finney-Smith and company did a masterful defensive job on the Phoenix Suns. Nobody scored over 12 points. And the person that actually scored 12 points was Cam Johnson. This was a bad time for Devin Booker and Chris Paul to have bad games. This is not the time for you to go out there and have a bad game on your home floor. There was a Spencer Dinwiddie sighting. As we said before, for the Dallas Mavericks to win, you had to have people outside of Luka Doncic contribute. And Jalen Brunson contributed, and Spencer Dinwiddie contributed last night. He led all scores with 30. So in that trade, the Dallas Mavericks conducted with the Washington Wizards, in which the Wizards acquired Kristaps Porzingis, and the Dallas Mavericks acquired Dinwiddie. Well, it's pretty obvious who won that trade. Pretty obvious who won that trade. So Luka Doncic will play in his first Western Conference Finals on Wednesday night, going to Golden State to play the Warriors. And it'd be interesting to see how that series play out. That's going to be a really good series. That series right there has potentials of going 7 games. That series has potentials of going 7 games. So, congrats to the Dallas Mavericks. As for the Phoenix Suns, you got questions, lots of questions, and man, they're showing that they're going to be frauds. Phoenix Suns showing they're frauds. Chris Paul now has a history of being on teams where they had a 2-0 series lead and they end up losing the series. Last year in the NBA Finals, they had a 2-0 series lead on the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Milwaukee Bucks came back and ended up winning the NBA championship. Now, Chris Paul's already came out and said that he's not retiring, that he's coming back next year. So, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. But I know one thing for certain. They're gonna have they didn't get DeAndre Ayton involved at all. For whatever inexplicable reason, for one, DeAndre Ayton only played 17 minutes last night. For two, you got a big man down low that they barely use. And the nights where he has like 21 points and 11 rebounds, you left yourself wondering if that could have been more if they would just establish him early and often. So, man, that's going to leave a bad taste in their mouth all off season. Now, what moves they make? They got to get another guy that can score the basketball. Mikal Bridges, uh, he did not take the next step. He got the contract. He is a defensive beast, but he did not take the next step. That dude only had 6 points last night. What the hell are you supposed to do with that? So Phoenix got to do some retooling in the offseason. And they got to get them dudes up out of there like Landry Shamet and Bismack Biyombo and all these other dusty dudes they had on the team. You know what I'm saying? Jay Crowder. You know, he's a good defensive guy, but his offensive game is severely limited. Look, outside of Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton, and they did assign Mikal Bridges to that long-term extension. All them other dudes is dusty, man. For real, there's some dusty dudes on that team. I already mentioned Landry Shamet, Bismack Biyombo, uh, Jay Crowder, uh, Cam Johnson. You know, he's a scoring dependent dude, but he really don't, ain't got no defensive prowess like that. I mean, they just got to get them dusty dudes up out of there for Phoenix, especially on nights where, Devin Booker don't got it. And Devin Booker, don't ever mention him in the same breath as Kobe Bryant. Last year, you had people in the media, and you even had some clowns on social media sitting up here putting Devin Booker in the same breath as Kobe Bryant. Don't you ever, 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 ever in your life or your next life or your life after that compare Devin Booker to Kobe Bryant. The two are not one and the same, not even fucking remotely close. And sure, Chris Paul is a all-time great point guard, right? But what do I always say? You make your money in the regular season, you make your legacy in the postseason. And the postseason, well, the postseason has been anything but kind to Chris Paul, considering that if he's not blowing 2-0 series leads and losing series, he's getting hurt at the most inopportune time during the course of a series, right? And Devin Booker, to his discredit, out there running around town with a Kardashian. Now, look, I ain't one to be getting all in people's personal life, but look, if you're an athlete, you need to be very cognizant of dating a Kardashian or a Jenner. Leave them hoes alone. Them hoes ain't nothing but bad news. If their last name has a Kardashian or a Jenner behind it, you should run for the fucking hills. Oh, and last but not least, how could I ever forget the infamous Renner? So if you got a Jenner, a Renner, or a Kardashian behind that name, run. Don't be like PJ Washington. Don't be like Devin Booker. Leave them hoes alone. Focus on the task at hand. Now, it should go without saying that this was an embarrassing performance last night. 27 points at halftime, yo. 27 fucking points. You mean to tell me a National Basketball Association team only had 27 points at halftime? Are you kidding me? You couldn't even score 30 in two freaking quarters? The Dallas Mavericks were up by 30 at halftime. The score was 57-27. What in the actual fuck? Where we've seen teams score 40, 50 points in a half, and you mean to tell me you couldn't score at least 30 points in a half? That's unacceptable. In this fast-paced league that we in right now, where people today saying that the players right now are better than the players than yesteryear. All the all the legends that came before. These players that's playing right now. And you mean to tell me that these players that are so better than the players that came before them, but they can't even score 30 points and a half. Man, I'm shaking my head right now. My poor little brother, man, I love you to death, bro. But hey, I know you gotta be upset right now, bro. I know you gotta be upset right now. My boy my little brother living out in Arizona and shit. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix Suns fan, avid Phoenix Suns fan. Distraught, disgusted, dismayed by what the fuck happened. I feel bad for my brother, man. For real. I do. I do. I'm not even a Phoenix Suns fan. I'm a Lakers fan. But even then, I can see through his eyes of how bad this team performed last night given the expectations of this year. The heartbreak and disappointment of what happened last year coming to this year on a mission to right the wrongs of yesteryear. And that's the performance you put up in a game 7 in a do or die, all or nothing situation. That's the kind of performance you put up. Man, I don't know what to say. What more can I say? Is there anything else that I can say about this game last night? It's just pathetic. That was pathetic. Nobody scored over 12 points. Nobody. Luka did all his damage in 3 quarters. He didn't even play the fourth quarter. That's how bad it was. Luka Doncic did all his damage in 3 quarters. He didn't even play the fourth quarter last night. Just unacceptable, bro. Unacceptable. CP3, look, I love CP3. I love his bulldog tenacity and all that. But you cannot be on the great point guards of all time list. You cannot. You cannot. At least not in the top 10. You cannot be in the top 10. You cannot. You cannot. There's no way Chris Paul, as much as I love Chris Paul, as much as I love his tenacity, his bulldog mentality and all that, there's no way he could be in the top 10 point guards of all time list. He cannot. All these years, you playing only one NBA Finals. You're blowing 2-0 series leads on multiple occasions. You're getting hurt at the most inopportune time. Not that you know what? I retract that because now I'm not gonna use injuries as an excuse. When you play in the game of sports, injuries can happen at any given time. So I'm not gonna do that to him. I'm not gonna do that to him. But blowing the 2-0 series leads and all these years only playing in one NBA Finals, nope. That can't do it. Yeah, LA Sports Live, you saw what happened, man. These dudes couldn't even crack 30 points at halftime, bro. That is this dude had 27 points at halftime by himself. The Phoenix Suns, the whole team scored 27 points. Hey man, there's a crazy ass meme that's up right now. There's a crazy ass meme that's up right now. I know he's hurt all the time in the playoffs. He wasn't hurt this year. At least to my knowledge, he wasn't hurt. Hold on. That's not the right one. Did you see this meme going around? Did y'all see this meme going around the internet last? This one the Mavericks was up by 30. That was the meme that was going around social media last night. Luka Doncic was out there dancing on the Phoenix Suns last night, man. For real. This dude was dancing all over the Phoenix Suns last night, man. And that was the meme that was going around. What's up, Marco Hinton? Salute to you, brother. Good to see you, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Marco. Oh, he had a quad injury last night? Oh, that's what they said? Okay. Well, still don't excuse the fact that they out there getting dog walked. They was out there getting dog walked last night. Hey, Marco. Hey, I saw you when I was playing ball over the weekend. What's up, James? Hey, I'm gonna put a link in the chat. And y'all come in and we can talk about this, man, because that was unacceptable what happened last night. Hey, I was playing ball on Saturday. I saw you comment after the game and shit. After I played and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I really couldn't talk about that. I was out there cooking folks. What's up, Intelligent Psycho? What's up, Intelligent Psycho? Salute to you, bro. If y'all support what I do, hit me on the Cash App and PayPal if y'all support what I do. Look, look. I still can't get over this meme, man. I saw that meme last night, man. I was laughing my ass off, bro. I could not believe what happened last night. Man, I don't care about that. For real. I saw that last night, boy. I tell you. That was crazy. But yeah. Hell yeah. All right, who this? What's up, bro? What you got?
Yo, what's going on, LB? How you feeling, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? Try to make a dollar out of
Yeah,
15
yeah.
cents.
Yo, the daily struggle, man, especially with the melanin. You know how that go.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, for real. Man, listen, all my years, man, I'm 45 years old. I've been a basketball fan where I can remember games since about 1982.
Mm-hmm.
I have never ever seen a team lay down like the Phoenix Suns did last night in a game 7.
Bro, I ain't never seen no shit like that either. I ain't far behind you. I'm 42.
Yeah, yeah, and,
I
and,
ain't
and
never
you know
seen no
what?
shit like that, bro.
Hey man, that was all time hideous basketball on every level that you could think about, man. It was like they got a memo before the game to say, just go out there, but don't try. I ain't never seen nothing like that, man.
Oh man.
Yo, yo, man, it was like, I mean, nothing went right for them. Okay, I've seen teams miss shots, but they still hustling. They still playing on the other side of the ball. Man, they did. I mean, from jump, they did not have it. And I could tell Aiton is he was at his wit's end, man. Even before that game, he wasn't there, man. His you could see it. His body language was off. And whatever happened on that sideline, they say after halftime, early in the third, that him and Monty Williams had words.
Yeah, they got
But I
into it.
think,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now see, by that time, man, I had flipped off the game. I was just going back and forth, but yeah, I've never seen nothing like that in my life. And for Chris Paul to be an all-time point guard, to allow his team to come out there flat like that. Devin Booker is supposed to be this generational talent, this next Kobe Bryant garbage that they kicked around last year, trying to ride that wave.
Mm-hmm.
No, no, no. We'll never ever hear that again.
Ever.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And anybody say that, man, you need to get some talk, some baby powder, and smack the fire out their ass. Straight up, man. I just can't. I'm telling you, man. I sat here all morning trying to think. Now, man, okay, I seen some bad game 7s. Now, Milwaukee, they went out pretty bad too, but theirs wasn't from lack of effort. It was just, man. Look, Giannis had reached. He had did what he could do, and they was living and dying by that three. Wasn't hitting no shots, and Boston was hitting everything moving. So
Mm-hmm.
that circumstance was a little different. I mean, it was a lot different. Phoenix, man, flat out, they owe their fans their money back. You
Bro,
know what I'm saying?
that performance right there is unacceptable, man. That was
Yeah.
unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Just as unacceptable as their owner, for some inexplicable reason, still being the owner of the Phoenix Suns after all that shit came out about his
Yep.
racism and shit. But hey,
Yep.
that's another story for another day. I'm gonna stay on his ass about that thing. But I ain't forgot, Robert Sarver.
No question.
You need to sell the
Me either.
goddamn team,
Because
motherfucker.
yeah, yeah. You know what? That's karma coming back to play in his ass, man. Because you sit around here and you had them kind of thoughts. You ain't no different than a Donald Sterling and a lot of these other owners that fly under the radar. They look at these players as objects. They out here
Right.
entertaining. They don't really take them serious and whatnot. But to actually put it out here and have that out here, and you don't have enough, you ain't even got it in you to say, you know what, I apologize, this and that, and just step aside.
Mm-mm.
But
Sorry,
that's
I
how
just saw
that's
I
how
just saw
that.
someone with a big juicy ass just walk right past me. God damn.
Hey, yeah, man. Listen,
Gotta
you got
be
to pay
Jam.
respect to that
Gotta be Jelly because
at all.
Jam no shape like that. Anyway, God
hey, make
damn.
sure. Hey,
Woo!
make sure it ain't one of them BBLs, man. Them old Brazilian butt lifts. Now they,
No, no,
they,
no, no,
they
no, 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 because I check for the Adams app on all that shit. God damn.
hey,
Mm.
and make sure them thighs line up with the ass.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely got to be in alignment. I don't like no cockeyed titties, and I definitely don't like no cockeyed booty. But anyway,
Man, please. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So yeah, man. I think Phoenix is in a real. They're in a bad situation, to be honest with you.
Jam stupid. God damn, that mother. He's, he said he blown like Cali. Oh, my bad, dog. My bad, dog. James had me rolling just now. Well, what was you saying? You there? I think he might drop. Let me see. Hold on. I think he might have dropped out. Hey, come on back in, bro. Boy, I tell you, man, that man, Chris Paul out here blowing them 2-0 series leads, man. That shit not good. That's not a good look. That's absolutely not a good look at all. But yeah, man, that was a masterful game plan by the Dallas Mavericks, man. They took their heart and they took their soul early. They took the crowd out of the game early. And if you're a team on the road, man, that's what you got to do, man. You got to take that crowd out the game early. What up,
Hey, bro.
James?
Salute, bro. I just want to say something because I'm at work. They got that music playing. I don't want to get no strike or nothing, even though it's Mexican music. But yeah, bro. This is fifth 2-0 lead. He blowing that Cali green or something. I don't
Yeah,
know, bro. Ever since he went to Arizona, it's legal out there. So some of them dudes be smoking, some of them don't. I don't know whether they do it for recreation, for the healing, because they be so 82 games, whatever reason. But say, but that's we say he's a point guard, right? That's
right.
see, gotta y'all keep disrespecting the real father, putting labels on these dudes, calling them God. And this nigga ain't winning nothing, bro. It's hard for me to keep helping up for these dudes. Like I told y'all about CP3, I seen him too in New Orleans for at least 5 years, blowing 2-0 leads up on the Spurs 3-2, and couldn't close these deals. Like some of these teams don't need that much to beat. Now look what Luca and them doing. You see what I'm saying? So I'm glad teams like Luca, just one piece they was missing. They was killing Porzingis. Now you got a dude that can go out there and match the intensity for scoring with you. Only thing I would say, Luca just need to shut the ball more, and they'll be all right. He have help. See, he'll know that. Everybody see Luca always had the help around him, but he play hero ball. As long as he can stay around at 30, 33, 35. Don't go for the 40s and 45s because you're gonna need your teammates in the long run. You got solid defenders around you and Reggie Bullock and Finney Smith. You got a lot of pieces that you can work with. But hey man, big win by Dallas, bro. I'm just glad all these teams and the young teams getting recognition now the way they're getting it out the mud, doing it the right way. Because if you look at Luca, bro, he took baby steps. He couldn't get out the first round. Now he got out the second round. Now the dude is in the Western Conference Finals on his 4th year. So I'm just saying, 4th to 5th year, that's remarkable, bro. He taking the right steps, he approaching the game the right way, and he playing the card that's dealt. Salute to the Dallas Mavericks fans, Jacob Jennings, all y'all, bro. I know it's been a long road, bro, but just keep hanging in there. And I think Luke and them got a shot. They got a shot.
Yeah, they got a shot. Hey, I know I ain't seen him in a while, but hey, I want to give a salute to Leroy McConnell too. Leroy McConnell, big time Mavericks fan. Hey, so if you watch this video, Leroy, man, you know what I'm saying? Salute to the Mavs for putting in that goddamn work. Yeah, Jacob
Oh
James,
yeah, so
that's a
salute to
homie
your
also.
chat too, man. All y'all, Tank, Ted. I see all y'all down there, man. Support my brother LB. The shadow banning his channel. Don't want to get his views out there when he drive videos. Share the man video, man. He be driving some real stuff over here, bro. On the real life, on sports, and on all that, man. Support the brother, bro. Please, bro.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. Do the same thing for my brother James, man. Grindo 24, man, what you got?
I ain't salute, man. Salute everybody, bro. I ain't been here in a while, but hey, is my mic straight?
You mic straight?
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and cook on these folks, bro, because man, bro, I'm so anti-Phoenix. It's crazy, but look, man. Patrick Beverly was just on first take this morning. I don't know if y'all had a chance to listen to a couple clips on what he had to say, but man, he hit it right on the nail, bro. He gave 3 huge reasons as to why the Phoenix Suns got slaughtered the way that they did. Okay, one of them was nobody feared Phoenix first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? The Mavericks sure didn't, and because you don't have a reason to fear Phoenix, right? Chris Paul doesn't scare you. Devin Booker, we've seen what I'm saying, what he's capable of when he's by himself. He's leading teams to a 15-win season, which ain't shit, right? And then reason number two, um, he said that they fear elimination game Luka because they saw Luka go off for like 45 points in game 7 last year, even though he lost. But like individually in elimination games, bro, he's always been that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still gonna light you up, right? And then the third reason, which was his final reason, I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh yeah, they're just a regular season team, right? They had all that regular season success. What was it? 62 games, 62 wins.
63. I think they were 63-19. I think.
Okay, 63 wins. Coach of the year. They had like the best clutch rating. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like all these stats that just make you like want to believe that they like the best fucking team in like NBA history, damn near, right? So, but then they get to the postseason. You got the Pelicans scaring, which I always thought the Pelicans were better than the record implies, but still, you know what I'm saying? The Suns ain't supposed to be losing like that. And then you get to the Mavericks series, and Chris Paul since game 2 was just folding like a motherfucker. And then the last 2 games they started blitzing Devin Booker, throwing double teams his way. And if y'all know anything about Devin Booker, it's just that he can't, you know what I'm saying? He can't play through double teams, man. He doesn't know how to operate.
Hey, real quick. Hey, James, you remember a couple years ago when Devin Booker was crying about being double teamed in the pickup game, right?
Yeah. That's why I like how homie cooking right there, because he hit some great pointers. I'm just sitting here listening. You feel me? I like how he going. Because at the same time, to piggyback off what he said, people remember that type stuff, especially killers when they trying to beat you and advance in the finals, advance to the next round. They trying to solidify themselves as greats in this league. They gonna test that type of mentality in clutch situations like this. And like Homeboy just said, Devin Booker by himself never showed you nothing. He ain't never made the playoffs by himself, but we saw Luca have. You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference. Whether he was getting beat in the first round, couldn't get out or nothing. He was going to game 7 with people, going Glock for Glock with a whole team in the Clippers. Well, we know the man was well outmatched. But at the end of the day, now he got another sidekick. He might be a Robin. He might be who else you want to say? Who else was a nice little team? The Green Lantern. He might got your little boy like the Green Lantern or something. I don't know, but hey, that then with it, bro. I'm tired of telling y'all. People that know basketball, that's why we was so mad at KD for giving away then with it. You know what I'm saying? Look what Dinwiddie did. 30 points, 11 for 15. Man, you need that when you trying to go to war against teams like a Chris Paul, Devin Booker, a Giannis, a Boston. Fundamentally sound teams, you have to build it the same way in order to beat them. Superstar one-on-one, that shit ain't gonna beat no team aspect game, bro. I'm telling you right now, it ain't gonna work. That's why I feel bad for Giannis. I ain't gonna lie, I do, because he ain't have all his guns, but that goes to show you gotta still be great. Giannis failed. They shut him down. They built that wall. So people could easily take people out the game like that, especially when you don't have your second best player. You dealing with injuries because it's been a long season. So that means you got to keep working on your game and getting better. I think he gonna bounce back, but this is all about Luka and what the Suns didn't do. Whoever thought the Suns about to get blowed out by 30 by halftime? 27 points, bro. Come on, man. Come
Luka
on,
had
man.
27 points by himself, bro.
27, bro.
Man.
I was at work yesterday, LB. I thought I was dreaming. I had to slap myself, get 2 cups of cold water. I said, hold the fuck up. It's 57-27. And Luca got 27 points? I said, no way. Chris Paul and Devin Booker, like your boy said, the first need to be slapped with 2 hands with a whole bottle of baby powder. Just put it all up your forearm and come with the forearm and the elbow and slap the shit out. Because that's a disgrace. You cry about double teams and look, the same thing they did, throw double teams at you like Homer just said, and you couldn't adjust. You better hit that lab, Booker. Now people got something on. Now they ain't gonna just let you go wild. They could blitz you. Chris Paul too old. He can't carry a team like he did against the Pelicans. Pelicans just was young. Willie Green made a lot of mistakes. They could have beat them. That's why I said Dallas. I picked Dallas to win that series after that Pelican series because we don't have no player like Luka. We got solid players, but ain't none of them like Luka that can control the game, get everybody else going, and still get him at the same time. Brandon Ingram a hit and miss guy. You see what CJ McCollum did with Dame. Zion, Spall, Gumbo, eating ass, ain't never played. So I'm just saying. And we still took the niggas to
Damn.
7 games. So I already knew Phoenix was in trouble. No bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, that was horrific last night, bro. I could not believe that shit. I was at work
Yep.
last night. I was on YouTube because I was listening to what happened in Buffalo. Right? I was listening to all the details that was going on there. Old boy put out that 180-page manifesto, right? So after that, I was like, well, let me go check the score, right? Because they're playing right now. Because I couldn't get the game on TV at my job. I was like, what the fuck? What the hell is going on? And I was like, man. And Devin Booker, man, for him to only had 12 points last. He had 10 points last night. Either
I
10 or
think
11.
yeah, 11.
He had
But
11 points last night. And it was like, this dude ain't no superstar. Hey, look, why do you always keep saying, man, James, after this season right here, especially not even after the season, before the season, when they start bringing on the NBA adjusted those foul rules and shit, when motherfuckers just couldn't live at the free throw line, we was going to see who was legit and who were the frauds.
That's facts. I'm glad you brought that up. The foul change, that was a big part of the game because a lot of these dudes live at the free throw line. If you're going to tell me you average 30 points, but you get 15 to 18 free throws a game, come on, man, where your game at? That's freebie. You ain't showing you can do nothing. That's why I never believed in James Harden and those type people who manipulate the referees to give them that call because they're supposed to be superstars or they feel like they're that caliber of player. But like, hey, Giannis messed me up this year. That dude had 17 or 22 or something like that offensive fouls when we watched the dude play like that for 20 years. You feel what I'm saying? And get away with highway robbery. But that's what I'm saying. It depends who they pushing in the league. It's all about money. NBA is turned to entertainment. It's not about a gladiator sports no more. May the best team win. You got to go out there and put that work in to win. Because it goes to show you who really practicing, who in that gym. And there's not a lot of teams that's doing that right now, doing it the right way, really working on their craft, really getting their help on defense, like the Miamis, the Bostons. Phoenix supposed to be a high-ranked defense, right? Mikael Bridges, number 2 in the defensive player of the year award behind Marcus Smart. But you seen what Luka was doing, that boy, LB? Luka had that nigga like he was leaving the nightclub drunk, two-stepping, spinning off him. I'm like, man, what kind of shit is this, man? What y'all got me watching?
Man,
Boy,
I'll
when that
tell you.
man called me
Yeah.
to go to work at 7 o'clock, let me tell you how good God is. He called me at 7 o'clock. I made it at 7:30. The shift started at 6. I still got paid for the full time. Because they know I'm a big dog. I'm not about to be doing this, man. I can't be doing it. I'd rather go to work. When I seen that first game, they built that wall on Giannis after that first quarter. I say he dead. He dead. That's why I made Ticket had that little debate. I told him after that first game, do you think Boston gonna shoot 10 for 31 and Jason Tatum and Brown gonna combine for 30 points? That ain't gonna happen like that again. It's like 2 against 1. And I
Especially when
only
Milwaukee's defensive scheme allows for them to shoot those kind of shots.
facts. So I said, but I knew it was gonna be hell for Giannis without that dude Chris Middleton. I just still gave him the benefit of the doubt because he was still a champion. You got to knock him off. And the way Giannis did a game one, shooting poorly, still won with a triple double. Did a game two, even though they lost, but he still put up a monster number. Him and Tatum was going back and forth. But you just got to think about it. Without Grant Hill going off those 2 games, that's the series. Grant Hill went off 2 games this series. Last game that they won in game 7, and I think that was game 4 or game 3. One of them, the one that they won when he shot another percentage when he had 21 points and shot like 5 for 7 from the 3. And Tick was like, "You think he gonna do that again?" I said, "Shit, dog. Never know the way Milwaukee got to play defense because they short-handed man, I don't like Mike Booty Hole. That nigga need to go, bro. He ain't nothing but a terrorist stats. I told niggas that. No game adjustments. Salute to Idoka, whatever name is. Idoka, the dude from
Ime
Boston. I
Udoka,
like
yeah.
him. Man, that dude is a great coach, player. And then check this out. You notice the two dudes that's really still standing. They played the game. I'm talking about Dallas coach and Boston coach. They played the game, won championships, been to championships, had a great coaching over them. That and they learned the game the right way. That's why I wanted Sam Cassell to get that opportunity. The people that won to play the game, won the championship the right way, and played their role at a high level. Everybody can't be no star, all-star, superstar, LB. So get some of these coaches that y'all hiding on the bench. You see what they did Stoudemire, huh? Because he kept it real. I heard that's bull. Did that man say how he felt about a situation that's in the organization? How can you kick the man off the team? Now he on first take fucking with Stephen A. Snitch. George Jefferson looking at him. Come on, man. I'm tired of them kicking us in the ass when we speak our mind, but they can go out here and throw games away for money like we don't see it. Like we stupid or something, rode the yellow bus with the helmet. Man, we could see some of that shit, dog. I'm glad it's getting back to parity, though, LB. We got no super teams. It's all regular teams built the right way.
Yep, and you can tell that the GMs and the executives and the scouting department that do their homework. You see those teams contending for championships year in and year out. The teams that don't, they're in the draft lottery.
Yep.
Um, no, you know, it's one thing to draft these players and all that, and look, it's a triangle effect. If you ask me, yeah, the scouting department and the GM, they the one that draft these players, right? And then you got the coach and whatnot that develop them, but at the same time, it's on the individual to go out there and work on their game in the summertime, not be at the titty bar, not out here, being a fashionista, all the other crazy ass shit they be doing.
You know what I noticed too, bro? Peep this out. This is what I tell people too. And I want people to really understand this. Unless you the highest order of the order. You know how hard it is to get to one championship and win it, letting alone trying to repeat, nigga? So
Yep,
people riding Giannis for not repeating. Let's get this straight. KD went to one finals. He ain't win. But he had to go join the super team to do it. I'm just using this as an example. But without that super team, he never went back neither. After that first time in 2012 against Miami, he never went back. So take that away, even though he chose to go to the right spot and help solidify his legacy and pad his stats by picking the right team. Take those two rings away from him. He went to one final just like Giannis. The difference is Giannis won and he didn't. And then KD still had more help than Giannis did. If you look at the Russell Westbrook, the James Hall Six Man of the Year, Serge Ibaka, the defensive players that they had on that team, that team was drafted right. KD just quit. He felt like he needed another. He couldn't do it with that cast. So that's respectable. You
man.
understand? So at the end of the day, like I say, it's hard to win one, let alone go back to back. You feel what I'm saying? So people ride Giannis for this loss against Boston, and great win by Boston, not taking nothing from them. But at the end of the day, like I told you, I always felt like they still had a chance to win that series too. Because that series was even. You could go back and check the tape. I said it. Say, bro, this shit even. But the only reason why I'm giving Bucks the game seven win because of the experience and they just come off a championship. Now who know Chris Middleton wasn't gonna come back? Who know Mike Bootyhole was gonna call the game the way he did, leave Brook Lopez in too long. Then when he did make the adjustments to Bobby Portis, they won that game. Giannis came back from 14 down. His role players just ain't help, bro. Drew Holiday 0 for 6 from the three. Uh Grayson Allen didn't show up. Bobby Portis went 4 for 9, just ain't take enough shots. Brook Lopez had it gone in the first quarter. That was it after that. What he did after the first quarter. Him and Giannis
Nothing.
got shut down. Nothing. So that's what I'm saying. So Boston did a great job. They saw they was man down and they adjusted and they made the role players beat them, shutting Giannis down. Long as Giannis couldn't get 40 points, they was dead. And that's how I felt. I always felt like that ever since I knew Middleton wasn't coming back. But my whole point is it's hard to win one ring, let alone go back to back without cheating the system. Only teams that did it was the teams that y'all say built super teams anyway, the Lakers, the Boston Celtics. People might not say Detroit was, but they went to three. Portland built their team the right way, went 2 out of 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So, dog, that shit plays a part, bro. It plays a
Man,
major part.
man, everybody that's talking this thing about the Lakers team back in the 80s, talk about, oh man, that was a super team. Look, you guys don't know what the fuck y'all talking about because most of the players they were drafted. The only player that wasn't
Thank
drafted
you.
that was on that team was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Magic Johnson was drafted. James Worthy was drafted. Byron Scott was drafted. Michael Cooper drafted. Orlando Woolridge was actually a free agent. He didn't get drafted by the Lakers. He actually got came there as a free agent and whatever like that. So all these guys talking that shit about, man, that Lakers team was a super team. Shut y'all asses up. Y'all know what the fuck y'all talking about. Look, get off your mama titty first and then talk to me about basketball, okay?
Hey, that wasn't the 76ers like that, too. That team was homegrown. They just added Moses Malone to somebody.
Yeah,
Everybody,
most of the teams, I mean, motherfucker out there building super teams like that back in the man, it's all these new test tube babies, all these motherfuckers, short bus riding motherfuckers out here that's saying that dumbass shit. Them kids that be riding the short bus, they get out early before the regular kids.
hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I
What's
feel
up,
like
Buddha
Pink.
Rider?
I feel like Pinky right now, dog. Cause I don't know who gonna win this bitch. I'm scared of the motherfucker.
Man, look, I don't know who gonna win this either. It's gonna be exciting, man. And and for everybody that's out there talking this shit about, oh man, the same teams win every year. And see, this is why it's so hard to debate people about basketball and sports in general, because they either blaming injuries for why their team lost, but then again going to use injuries for look. The whole injury thing is the whole injury thing is crazy to me, right? So you can't sit up there and say, "Oh man, hey, I don't care if your team get hurt. You gotta go out there and get it done." Then in the same breath, "Oh man, the only reason why my team lost, man, because we didn't have our man, because our man was injured." Pick a side.
Hey, I just seen what you call him had the best record in the league, had the best road record in the league, and they still got blowed out at home with all their players.
My thing is you beat who's in front of you. That's my
Yeah.
thing. You
That's
beat
why I
who's
just
in
said
front of
that.
you.
Some people had less people to go to war with, and the teams who had all their players, they be losing worse than that. So Giannis was missing his players. And how many points he lost by? He lost by 19, almost 20. Chris Paul had his whole team to disposal at home. Giannis was on the road, and he got blowed out. So let that sink in.
So yeah, man, and don't like I said, don't ever compare Devin Booker to Kobe Bryant. Like that conversation should never ever come up ever again. Now, barring a massive turnaround by Devin Booker, the way he can beat double teams and he can out here lead his team to the promised land and all that, don't ever compare Devin Booker to Kobe Bryant. Don't disrespect the dead like that.
Hey, that's what I was about to say too. That Kobe Bryant, Devin Booker comparison, that shit need to stop ASAP.
You
Ain't
mean
no
stop
fucking hand in the
ASAP?
world you gonna tell
That
me
shit should
Kobe
have never
Bryant
even
about to do no
started.
shit he pulled off. No
That
way.
shit should have never even started.
I like his
Cut their head
upside.
off
I
and
like
stick
he can
using the
shoot that
word
thing,
jump.
but he easy to shut down. You like pause when I say easy to shut down. You just got to get in his head. Like you say, blitz him, send a double team. That shit still bother him because that's all Dallas did, and he said it himself in the press conference. They sent the double, they blitz me, and I'm not the type of person to shoot over 8 or 2 people. I'm gonna try to make the right basketball play. Man, get the fuck out of here. That's your best answer. Sound like you gave up
Yeah,
to
they always
me.
hide behind that right basketball play. Look,
Yeah, that's
they
what he
keep
said. Go
saying
look
that
at
these
that.
guys today are better than the guys that came before them. That's what a lot of these pundits, a lot of these social media dimwits, and all these armchair analysts be saying that the players today are better than the players than yesterday. So you mean to tell me the players today can't be the double team, but they're better than the players than yesterday, right? Get the fuck out of here. In
But
this
I ain't
fast paced league, where motherfuckers be scoring 140, 150 points, you mean to tell me the Phoenix Suns couldn't crack 30 at halftime? They couldn't crack 30. In this high paced game, you get whatever shot you want. They couldn't crack 30 points at halftime, bro.
Luca outscored the whole starting five in the first half, 27-27. That's
McCam,
crazy.
hey, did you see what he did to Cam Johnson? Cam Johnson on the floor looked like the paramedics need to pick him up.
This nigga need the what they say the bounty quicker picker upper. He need the napkins, the bounty. That nigga spilled all over the floor like some ice and water. I'm like, what the fuck, Luca? The people might call that shit a push off. Luca ain't pushing more. Luca just too big for them dudes. If I hit you with my body and I'm bigger than you, you gonna move, my nigga. Especially if I'm going downhill and I hit you with that step back like Luca like to do. I'm gonna move you. That's why Boston was pushing Kevin Durant off his spots. But it is what it is, man. Salute to the winners. I like what I see. And guess what? This is wide open. That's why I'm scared. Miami got to come with their A game. I ain't lying,
Yeah.
bro. This is wide open.
Yep, it's wide open, man. Anybody can take it. So let's talk about what the Phoenix Suns need to do in the offseason. How do you see the Phoenix Suns offseason plans? What do you think they need to do to upgrade that roster? Because they got some dusty dudes on that roster, man.
I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Cause the first thing they need to do is solidify Aiden. They talking about this dude could leave and go somewhere else and get that bag. I think if they're to feature Aiden more with Dallas being more of a smaller team without a big man that can stop him and JaVale McGee, because just notice when they was featuring Aiden and he was getting 20 plus, they was winning. If I think between him and Booker, they're gonna have to figure that shit out. I know Booker won't get his shots off. He got that black mama shit in his mentality and in his mind, people feeding the cookies to him or whatever. But he gotta use Aiden more. Aiden is more dominant in that system than Devin Booker. The reason why I say that because if Aiden collapse the defense, you get better shots. You get better
Right.
shots the next you get wide open looks then instead of you have to really create for yourself. So Phoenix got to think about what direction they're gonna do, whether they want because Chris Paul ain't gonna be that long. Chris Paul came over there to show y'all how to win, and I respect that. So if y'all can't take the toolages that he showed y'all so far, either you got to get it together. With me, I run my shit through Aiden though, because if it's a 3-point lead, order to get your 3-point shooters off like the LB, you got to resume to fundamental basketball. And I never heard 3-point shooters getting wide open from playing outside in. It's always from inside out. So that's my thing. They just got to play inside out because you have a big man to do that. It ain't too many tweaks. They still young. Cam Johnson young, Bridges young, Aiden young, Booker young. So they just need to find out the style that they want to play and stop shooting up all those threes and get some just high percentage threes. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't change that much. JaVale McGee was a big pickup. They barely used him. And to say Chris Paul is a Lob City type person, penetrate the defense, always in that free throw area. They don't know if he gonna shoot it or lob it to him. Like I said, JaVale and Aiden was killing them in that whole series when they was winning the game. So I just don't understand what's going on with that system. I to be honest with you, and that's my last point, I fought Balderman Davis. Because this is not my first time seeing him cost them 2 games in a row, not making the right coaching adjustments, not pulling the right strings, of forcing a full speed Aiden when you see you have a disadvantage down there. That come from coaching too. So maybe they need to, get rid of him and try to go in another direction. That's how I say, get some of these players who played the game. Sam Cassell, who won chips, who been to a chip and lost. Like, come on, man. They got you recycling the same coaches, bro. You going from Dan Phoney to Monty Ball to Mike Bootyhole. Now you talking about bringing Ruby back, Terry Stotts. Oh man, come on, man. I can't do it.
Man, they better not bring in Terry Stotts to be no Lakers coach, man. I'll fucking revolt.
Yeah, he was supposed to be going up for the Lakers interviewing.
Yeah, I know. I did a video about that.
That's why I seen it that day. I knew I was on one of y'all. I'll be watching all y'all videos.
Man, what's up, JMJ? What you got, man? Hey, JMJ. Okay, I thought you out there drinking the Schlitz malt liquor and all that. Go ahead. What you got?
No, I'm just hearing what y'all saying. You know what I'm saying now, and I had a delay. But you know what, Dallas ain't doing this without. You know what Dallas doing this Western Conference Finals without Tim Hardaway Jr.
Tim Hardaway, yeah.
Man, this is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? And Boston, they doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't like Jay Tay and Jay Brown and all them, man. You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing with Doku and all that, man. And another thing too. Who else? Boston, Dallas, Miami. I gotta talk about Miami, man. They're gonna be rough and tough in the Eastern Conference, man, with PJ Tucker. Mm-hmm. They're gonna be rough and tough with PJ Tucker, man. You got the Duncan Robinsons and with Jimmy Butlers and all that, man. I can't believe they got rid of.
We trying to stick on what happened at the game last night. We'll talk about the other series later, but we're trying to stay on what's going on with the Phoenix Suns not showing up last night. Matter of fact, there was an overcast during the game last night.
Man, that's worse than the Lakers Celtics with the Memorial Day massacre, man. It's getting worse, but it was a game 7 though in the second round though. But you notice this stuff, man. People get blown out about 73 points teams get blown out by 73 points and other stuff, man. Phoenix, man. I'm very, very disappointed, man. James Jones need to get it together. James Jones need to get it together, man. You know what I'm saying? In the front office, man. So
all right, Gideon, what you got on the game last night?
Salute, everybody. Yeah, I was in fact wrong. I thought the Suns would come out with more intensity, more energy, but they looked dead as fried chicken. The sun set last night. Their defense in the paint was terrible. The perimeter defense was atrocious. Too many open looks from Dinwiddie. Luka Doncic flambeing DeAndre Ayton on mismatches. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, the whole team just stunk it up. Chris Paul looked slow. Devin Booker missing shots at the rim. I mean, he missed even a layup that was so easy for him. DeAndre Ayton did not pose as well at all. Monty Williams got out-coached horribly by Jason Kidd. I was wrong. I thought the Phoenix Suns would go deep in the playoffs, and I was in fact wrong. This team, man, it's like they just look out of it. It's like, this is just me personally. It's like it was like if they were scared of playing the Warriors. You know what I mean? It's like, are you all scared of playing the Warriors in the next round or something? It's like there's no energy. They got killed. They didn't rebound. I didn't like their rebounding at all. They got killed on pick and rolls, pick and pops. Dinwiddie exploited mismatches. So did Luka Doncic. And the Phoenix Suns were just stuck in the Bermuda Triangle. I mean, they couldn't hit anything. Did you know that the 27 points was their season low in a half, and they shot 24%? And they missed clean looks, man. Just ridiculous. They never led in that game. They were down by 46, by the way, which is the largest in the game 7 ever. It's like they just look slow. They didn't do a good job rotating to shooters. And the Suns should be embarrassed. The fact that you had a golden opportunity to probably win the title, and then you get beat in the second round after, going to the finals last year is an embarrassment, and they gotta fix this roster, man. I don't know if they're gonna keep DeAndre Ayton. I doubt it. They gotta get a third scorer. Eric Gordon could have been helpful for them. Eric Gordon. They just didn't have enough, man. And congrats to the Mavs. They move on to the conference final. I think they'll get the Warriors a run for their money next round. So yeah, you gotta give the Mavs credit for the Suns. It was just an embarrassing way to end the season.
All right, back to you, Mr. Martin. What you got?
Hello?
Yeah, hello there, sir.
Are you there?
He probably have a switch more liquor with just
it's
like
probably
I
the Wi-Fi. It's probably the Wi-Fi.
He must have got abducted.
Pretty much like the Suns. Space Jam took the Suns. Space Jam. The Monsters took the Suns' talents last night. Yeah.
He said, "Does Dallas have any chance beating the Warriors?" Hell yeah, they got a chance.
They have a
the
chance.
Warriors.
You never know what can happen in the playoffs. Injuries, suspensions. A guy can get hot. You never know. Like, did anyone predict the Mavs to beat the Suns?
Well, not only that, they got the best player in the series.
And Luka Doncic, yeah.
They got the best player. And you like your chances when a team is on a roll like Dallas, where
right.
they have actually every series you've seen the progression and see them get better and how they are able to manipulate what they're good at.
Mm-hmm.
And Golden State, man, we didn't see them struggle. We seen them, man, they was chasing around them young boys from Memphis, man.
Memphis
who knows
if
Ja, that's what I'm saying. And who knows how that might have played out if Ja hadn't got hurt, man. They couldn't stop that boy. It's man, so we don't know. And Jason Kidd, give him credit. Now, Jason Kidd get credit because, like y'all said, he was missing Tim Hardaway Jr. Mm-hmm. Ain't no clear-cut number 2 on that team. He's able to manipulate, they got shooters and they got players that move without that ball. And he know how to get the shots. See, Luka can get any shot he want. And he got Luka's mentality like, okay, don't just take the shot because you can. You work this ball around, and then if ain't nothing there, then you take that shot. So now he's got him thinking like a champion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be interesting to see if they're gonna be able to translate that against Golden State because I think Draymond Green is going to be a key factor in this series. Either, if they can get him in foul trouble,
True.
or what have you, because see, he's that kind of guy that can switch off, and like y'all said, Phoenix struggled with that pick and roll. He's not going to struggle with that. You know what I'm saying? So they need to figure out a way to get him, off the floor. And if they do that, I like Dallas's chances.
And don't forget to add to your point. And again, I'm not assuming injuries. I'm not, but don't be surprised if Steph or Clay get hurt. Remember, Steph Curry has sprained MCLs in the playoffs and ankle injuries in the playoffs. Same thing with Clay. Clay's not 100%. You don't know what can happen. Like Jordan Poole could be bad in that series. Like you said, Draymond could be in foul trouble. And the Mavs can shoot threes, and they're a good defensive team, especially from the perimeter. So this narrative that the Warriors are locked to make the finals is disrespectful. Because here's the thing, though. Like you said, again, the Grizzlies took these guys 6 games, and if it wasn't for a bad Dylan Brooks 3 in Game 4, a bad push-off by Desmond Bain in Game 4, you can argue Memphis would have been up 3-2, and even in Game 6. Remember, the Grizz had a 2-point lead until the Warriors exploded in the fourth quarter. A few plays here and there, we're talking about Memphis in the Western Conference Finals. Again, Golden State's a good team, and they're going to be a tough out. But I just don't see the Warriors. I have a weird feeling the Mavs are going to pull the upset. I just have a weird feeling that's going to happen because I just think that if Luka can take Kawhi Leonard and Paul George for 7 games and almost beat them, why can't he beat this Warriors team? 6 games. No, he took him 6 games in 2020, 7 in 2021 last year actually. But
right, you're right.
And even like I said, Steph and Clay are injury prone. People talk about Chris Paul. I seen Steph Curry have sprained MCLs in the playoffs, ankle injuries in the playoffs. Klay Thompson's look inconsistent. Clay is a good shooter, but he can be hot and cold sometimes. Jordan Poole's good, but Jordan Poole has been bad the last few games. And
Jordan Poole is I mean to cut you up, but Jordan Poole is a product of that team.
Right.
If you put him in New Orleans, you put him in in certain situations, he's not this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Let's not pretend.
Exactly. So, and here's the thing too: Reggie Bullock, Frank Ntilikina are good on-ball defensive players. You got Bertans, Dinwiddie, Brunson, Luka that can stretch the floor from 3. Don't be surprised if the Mavs pull the upset. Don't be surprised. Nobody thought they'll beat the Suns, so anything could happen here.
I think I honestly believe that they're gonna hit them in the mouth their first game. They hot right now, man. Them dudes is hot, and they confidence is at an all-time high. Facts. And Golden State is not there. This is not 2017, 2018 Golden State.
Facts. Whole different roster.
And exactly. So and Curry, like you said, man, Curry's he probably got something going on injury-wise, and we don't know it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. His body is not the same. So I wouldn't be shocked if they come out and win Game 1. And then, they end up going back to Dallas in the series is tied 1-1. And man, if that's the case, I'm taking. I honestly, right now, I'm gonna tell you, I'm going out on a limb, and I'm picking Dallas to win this series.
Me too. But I just think everything's set up for the Mavericks. I just think that
it is.
Everything's set up. If you're the Mavericks, you don't want to be down 0-2. Don't try to do that against Golden State. You're not coming back down 0-2 against the Warriors. You're not going to do that. So if you get one on the road, like you said. And what the Mavericks have to do, limit turnovers. Get the Warriors like to run. Limit turnovers. Don't be in a 3-point contest with the Warriors. You don't want to do that if you're Dallas. And also, just be physical with Steph and Clay. If you can do that, and Luka could just exploit mismatches, Dinwiddie, they're going to be fine. I got Mavs in 7. I just think everything's set up for the Mavs to go to the NBA Finals. I just think everything's set up for that to happen.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this, fellas. It's gonna be the first time since 2011. You know what I'm saying? 2011 with Dallas, man. But, Phoenix.
Yeah, it's set up for them. And even looking back at that series, Dallas had the best player in that series.
Mm-hmm. Phoenix had the better team, but Dallas had the better player. Yeah.
Right, and that's how Dallas got through. Their confidence back in 2011 elevated each round. And then when they beat the Lakers like they did, it was over. It's like, man, shoot, whoever we got coming, we got something for them. You know,
Right.
and
I'm gonna tell you another thing too,
yeah,
man. I'm gonna tell you another thing too, man. With Dallas, man, they overcame in 2006 against the Miami Heat. So you
Mhm.
know, and they overcame that and won in 2011. So Dallas, man, if they win again, man, it's been about 11 years since the Dallas went to the
it's the one.
And speaking of the Miami Heat, will it be cuckoo crazy if the Mavs and Heat beat each other
We're
again?
not doing all that. We're not doing all that. Let's stay on topic.
No, no, I'm
I
not.
was already finna go there.
I'm
That
just
would be
saying.
crazy,
I'm just
wouldn't it?
saying. I'm
I
That'd
just
was
be
saying.
already finna
crazy.
go there.
No,
Yeah.
you made that hint there, Gideon. You made that hint. You made that hint. It could be
I said
Dallas and
potential
Miami
matchup.
again.
I said potential. I'm not switching the topic. I said potential.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
But
right, so
I was
get
already
so
gonna go there.
well.
Go
Let me
ahead.
break that. All right, so in the series in the Warriors Mavs matchup, Golden State lost 3 out of 4 games against Dallas. And don't get me wrong, that's not some indicator that it's gonna be a foregone conclusion that Dallas is gonna beat the Warriors or whatever like that.
Right.
But it will have some takeaways from these games and all that. Because remember, in the regular season, teams don't really game plan in the regular season because of the hustle, the bustle of the schedule, and things of that nature. But in the playoffs, where you can actually game plan and make adjustments and things of that nature, it'll be interesting to see how it'll be a chess match for sure.
Mhm.
Both these coaches, they've won
Yep.
championships. Both these coaches, played the game, so it'll be interesting to see what team. And look, it's gonna come down to making shots. If Golden State makes their shots, they're gonna be unbeatable. Okay,
Yeah.
Jordan Poole,
Right.
Clay, and Steph, if those guys go off.
Mhm.
Then it's going no matter what Dallas does, it's gonna be impossible. But the fact of the matter is, I don't think Dallas going. In my opinion, what I think Dallas is going to do, they're going to stay home on the shooters. If there's one thing Dallas has to do, they have to stay home at the 3-point line. They can't
Right.
gamble.
Right.
They can't be out here trying to jump passing lanes, all that, and leave
Mhm.
guys wide open. Um,
Do they leave? Do they put Draymond specifically on Luca the whole game? Do they do that, or do
no,
they
what I can
No,
see
rotate?
they're
them
probably
doing
on Vinny Smith or something.
for I guess they could switch up the matchup. So Draymond might get a couple looks at Luca, then they might throw um Klay Thompson on Luca. They might throw Andrew Wiggins on Luca. They're just gonna mix and
Right.
match. There's no it's gonna be it's gonna be by committee to limit Luca down. You ain't gonna stop him, but you gotta do what you can to limit him.
Right.
So that would
Yeah.
be the game plan going in. So I
Right.
see um Draymond, Andrew Wiggins, and Klay Thompson at times on Luka Doncic or whatever like that. And
Hmm.
if I was Golden State, what I would do, I would double team Luka to get that ball out of his hand.
Good point.
Yep.
I'm making guys like Jalen Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie and Dorian
Yep.
Finney-Smith. I'm making those guys beat me. Luka Doncic ain't gonna be the reason why I lose this series if I'm Golden State.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And just
Facts.
like on
And
Dallas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
mhm.
man.
Curry ain't gonna be
LB,
look.
and Gideon,
Now,
and
hey,
everybody, man. Salute to
listen.
y'all, man.
So,
Salute to
Salute, bro.
y'all, man. Man, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Sucker, I hear y'all cooking right now, man. Man, salute to y'all, man. I'm gonna walk my
All right,
dog.
salute, bro.
all right, man. Salute, JMJ.
All right.
All right, so going back to in Dallas, I'm not letting Curry or Clay beat me.
Yes.
I'm taking my chances on Andrew Wiggins and Draymond Green.
I'll be right back.
But Steph and Clay cannot be the reasons why Dallas is going home. But what y'all got to add for that? Gideon, hold on, Mr. Mecton, you there?
I think I got the double reverb trying to fix it on my end.
Yeah, I can barely hear y'all. Okay. Well. On that note, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to end the stream because I got to take care of some business. But I appreciate everyone for listening in. Um, if you want to donate to the channel, there's my Cash App, there's my PayPal. If you want to donate to the channel, any and all donations are appreciated. Salute to everybody watching the stream. Uh, salute to everybody that's going to watch this stream. And last but not least, shouts out to the LDBC, Lions Den Basketball Community. This your man. Scream at me. All right.